Yes, sir. But you're tuned into the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Old God, and SamAnt from Viral Hip Hop News. If you're listening on YouTube, go ahead and hit the like button and make sure you share this video. Also, we want to say welcome to everybody who's going to be listening on iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play. Peace and welcome. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's pretty much all we got on the list today. Not much else going on.
I got something real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't mean to cut you off. Real quick, let's keep it Philly real quick, because our man, your boy Meek Mill, I don't know if you noticed, was BET's chosen man for 2018's Man of the Year. They picked Meek Mill due to his major comeback he's had, despite the numerous setbacks he's faced over the past couple of years of his career. Obviously, the breakup with Nicki Minaj, the whole Drake incident, the various beefs he had. We talked about him with Game and other artists, Safari, whatever. And then, of course, the jail sentence, the unjust jail sentence that we all seen him go through. 2018's BET Man of the Year. Oh, God, your thoughts?
I gotta agree. Because that even like the rap beef is not everything, but perception, is kind of reality for people. So like it was a point where people who are hip hop heads and people in the hip hop, they were kind of saying that Meek was done. He wouldn't be able to bounce back just from the Drake thing. But then reality hit, he gets locked up. It wipes out that BS, and it's like a double whammy now. Now you're, not only do you lose a beef to Drake, embarrasses you per se, but you get locked up on some crazy shit, Nicki Minaj situation, the beef with the Game. It was just, everything was just kind of, going, spiraling downhill, whether you talk about your professional or personal life. So for him to, come out and now be the poster child of prison reform. And I've kind of been checking with people, because we had a going back and forth and kind of was saying like, is this real? But my circle of people kind of said, from their studies, that they think that this is real. Definitely, what Meek Mill was doing. So him using his platform, just to cut to the chase, him using his platform now for change and good, he 100% deserves that, as opposed to this using it to tear down his people.
Us as men, we all have to go through a process where we have to learn, make mistakes, and grow. But not all of us have the opportunity to have to do that in front of millions of people having to critique us doing as well. You talk about news outlets, media outlets. Now you talk about the YouTube outlets. You got the world critiquing every move, mistake you make. So that brother had to learn. That brother had to make mistakes. We all know Philly. We know Philly very well. It doesn't matter what part of Philly you from. It ain't easy to get about that motherfucker successful. So when you see people get out of there successful, you got to salute them. So when you see them making mistakes, not to say that you can sympathize and necessarily give anybody a pass, but you just got to look at it from an outside perspective, especially when you can kind of understand a situation to go, you got to let that brother grow a little bit. Now, we all had our doubts about Meek Mill. We all had our naysays. We thought he embarrassed himself with Drake, that whole situation. We thought that he may have made some real suspect moves. And we were talking about maybe some of the moves he making biting him in his ass, and it ended up ultimately doing that. But we all wanted to see him winning. For him to bounce back in front of all of that, in front of all this adversity, in front of all the critique, and be able to be where he's at right now, you got to salute that brother. And it's very dope that we're able to go on here and not just talk about the nonsense and not just talk about the drama and the beef, but to highlight the good things. Even though it may not get the views it deserves, right, we're still going to do its due diligence. So yeah, man, salute Meek Mill.
And I would say also, I think with Jay-Z, I'm starting to see Jay-Z is kind of putting his wing per se around like a select few guys. I think Meek Mill is one of them, and having a real positive influence, on him, as not only just again, these guys are admitted used to be drug dealers and kind of turning lives around, successful businessmen. So that whole mentorship thing, I see that Jay-Z, probably, causing Meek Mill to be more responsible, for what his platform. So I think that's dope. Not a lot of people talk about that, but I do see that. I think that's dope, man.
Facts.
Yes, sir. But you tuned into the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Old God, and SamAnt. I want to talk about this one right here. I don't know if you've seen this, man, but